everybody, it's Rosa and I changed my hair around a little bit so it looked like a different video, but I am filming on the same day. If you haven't seen my last video, it was an update video, so I hope you guys enjoyed that, kind of understood where I was coming from in this whole why I've been gone for 6 weeks type thing. So today's video is going to be all about my tattoo and my experience. So I got my first tattoo on the 3rd of August and I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, so first, I guess I shall show you what it is with my fatness going everywhere. So that's my tattoo. It's a little red right now, but that's fine. And it says, I don't know if you can actually see what it says, but it says hard as lightning, soft as candlelight. So that's what it looks like. It's a little red right now because where I am, oh, you can see my clothes. Well, that's kind of annoying. Anyways, when I'm filming this, it's only been about 3 days since I got my tattoo. Or 2 days. Maybe 2 days. No, 3 days. 3 days. Yes, 3 days since I got my tattoo. So let's just start off with my tattoo story. So the reasoning I got this tattoo, I have been obsessed. Obviously, you guys all know that I have this one big obsession that's kind of crazy that I still want to make a video about, but it is my Phantom of the Opera obsession. I've been obsessed with Phantom of the Opera since I was 6 years old. I've seen every single movie. I've read every single book. I've read a crap ton of fan fictions. Okay, it's disgusting how many fan fictions I've read. I listen to as much Phantom of the Opera as I can. Well, they don't really have too many kind of soundtracks for Phantom of the Opera, unless you want to consider the movie soundtracks. But I listen to a lot of versions of different, like, singers singing things from soundtracks and things like that. I've just seen it all. I breathe it, live it, all that stuff. I've read all the books. Even some that technically aren't really books, more like fan fictions put with a cover on them. So I've read a lot of those and I own a lot of them. So I have been contemplating getting a Phantom of the Opera tattoo for probably since I was 19 or 20 years old. I wanted to get this big lavish tattoo. Like I wanted like this whole side of me to be tattooed, like this gorgeous artwork. But I was scared crapolas. I was so scared to get a tattoo because tattoos hurt. They are not pleasant. I mean, they're pleasant, I guess, for some people. I have a few friends that tell me like that it's meditative. I don't understand how it's meditative, but I guess I was talking to a friend and she said that I guess it's the sound. I don't know. Anyways, but I was so scared to get a tattoo. I had all these ideas of getting different tattoos, but I always came back to a Phantom of the Opera tattoo. And then for the past 2 years, so I am, how old am I? I'm 22 now. So since 20 years old, I've been contemplating getting a quote from Phantom of the Opera on my side. The quote that ended up being on my body is the rare, I didn't actually know because Music of the Night is actually not my favorite song out of everything. Everybody's like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's such a love song, all this stuff. But it was never my favorite. My favorite song is Past the Point of No Return from Phantom of the Opera, and Phantom of the Opera is also my favorite song. So I wanted something from there, but nothing really caught my eye and nothing that I wanted to stay on my body forever because it's a tattoo, you know. So you want something to stay on your body forever, obviously, because it's a tattoo and it's never gonna come off. Like, that's it. So I researched and I wanted to find something. So I did get a tattoo from the Music of the Night, but it is not the one everybody knows and loves, okay? It is from the original lyrics that were cut out. So this actually has some sort of meaning other than for me. This lyric was cut out from Music of the Night, the beginning verse. I don't know why it was cut out. It's a beautiful line. I love it.
Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold and feeling light, and listen to the music of the night.
Supposed to say, hard as lightning, soft as candlelight, dare you trust the music of the night. I love a dang quote. But it caught my eye, the hard as lightning, soft as candlelight, because it's not only just like how beautiful, you know, the music can be and things like that, but also it kind of talks about my personality a little bit. I can be hard as lightning, meaning I can be like an attitude problem. I could have like, I could be a beezy, like I could do that. But I'm also super, super nice. I have a really hard time being mean to people. But when I am mean, I'm horrible. So I thought hard as lightning, soft as candlelight would be kind of perfect for me. But I honestly got it because it was a really, really rare quote. Well, not extremely rare, but it's a rare quote that's not used anymore, that Michael Crawford, I think, was the only one who ever sang that note, other than maybe Michael Ball might have done a cover of it or something. But it was originally written for, you know, Michael Crawford to sing to Sarah Brightman in Phantom of the Opera. So I was like, all right, well, I think it's beautiful. I think it's an amazing quote. And I ended up getting it tattooed on me. So that's kind of my story of like why I got this tattoo and things like that. It was a very nice, simple tattoo. I knew if I was going to get a big mural, it was going to hurt real bad, and I don't have time to sit there and spend millions of dollars on a tattoo. So I wanted something meaningful and something that I can look at and be like, I love this damn tattoo. So let's talk about the experience. I found my tattoo artist from a friend of mine who got 2 of her sleeves done by this tattoo artist. I will link her Instagram down below. If you guys are in the San Francisco area, totally check her out. A pretty good rate, I think, for me. But I mean, I'm really bad at tattoos. I have no idea what rates are, but I love the way she did it. She was super, super nice. So yeah, so I will direct you to her Instagram down below if you want to check out her work. So I ended up finding a tattoo artist, and then in January I was really thinking about, oh, are you getting this tattoo? And so I wanted to work out a little bit before I got it, which I did. I ended up losing a couple of pounds, and so my goal was to get it in July. So going to the tattoo shop, I went. You have to fill out a form, all that stuff, give your consent, give your ID, make sure that you are over the age of 18, because unless they ask for your ID, it's not the best, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming every tattoo artist asks for ID, because if they do like under the table stuff, it's kind of weird. So anyway, so I went in there. She did my stencil for me. It was beautiful. I loved it. I love calligraphy, because the reason I wanted to get calligraphy was because I wanted it to look like Nerd Alert. I wanted it to look like he wrote it on me. Like, I wanted him to like lie me down and like stencil this thing on me, kind of a deal. Like, I wanted it to look like that, and that's exactly what it looks like. So I sat down, and she had me lie on my side, and she put the stencil on me a few times to get it right. And I lied there, and I didn't cry. I thought I was gonna cry. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I gave the pain 7 out of 10 because I didn't really go like this. I was kind of like staring into like, because the thing is, she has pictures like on the wall. Like, I was facing the wall. So I was looking at all of her butterfly tattoos and things like that, and I was just staring, and I was just, I was actually trying not to breathe, because since it's on my side, it moves, like your side moves a lot when you breathe, I mean, obviously. So I just lied there on my side, and Leslie was there with me, and I'm super happy that she went with me, because I could not do that by myself, okay? Even though I was technically by myself when I was getting it done, but like knowing that she was actually there was like, it was really nice. So I was lying on my side, and she was doing it for me, and it hurt 7 out of 10, but it was weird because it was like this weird sensation where you feel like you're getting stabbed a bazillion times by a little tiny needle, just like, and you can feel it like just dragging into your skin like a, it wasn't even like a scratch. It felt like, okay, so everybody says it feels like a cat scratch on a sunburn. That's basically how I felt, because it was so warm and it was super hot. Like, I felt like I was getting burned. It felt like you were getting like one of those branding things on you, but like with a needle. And so it did that, and yeah, okay, I felt every single little beady needle. The shorter strokes did not hurt, because obviously I have some short strokes, some longer strokes. So when like the ending and like the beginning of the words of the sentences, that hurt the most because she had that needle in my skin for more than a second. So that did hurt the most. A tattoo this size actually was only 20 minutes. It only took about an hour for everything else to happen, but like the prep and things like that, but it only took 20 minutes for the actual process. So that's that. So after that whole thing was done, I was super happy about it. And you know, I bought some, now I'm taking care of it right now. So I'm on day 3. You have to wash it 3 times a day with antibacterial soap. I have an antibacterial soap here, so I do it twice here and then once at work. At work, I have soft soap. It should say antibacterial on it, but the reason I didn't get an antibacterial one, it says washes away 100% bacteria, but it doesn't actually say antibacterial on it. It's because it's the only one that wasn't scented, and I'm like terrified when it comes to scented stuff on open wounds. I mean, it's not really an open wound anymore, but I mean, it never really was an open wound. Kind of, sort of it was, but you just don't want bacteria to get on it. And so I've been using just my soft soap, and then I've been using, where is it? It's in my purse because I keep it with me all the time now. I have been using Aquaphor. I know there's like special, I know there's like special lotions out there for this, but I was so scared to try any other kind of lotion because this is my first tattoo. I am like terrified of using any other lotion. But this is the one I used. You can use it for anything. It's for cracked, dry, irritated skin. You can use this on cuts, scrapes, burns. You can use this as chapstick as well. And then it helps with drying effect. So the reason you want to use Aquaphor is it helps a lot with keeping your color or whatever, and like helps the healing process. I don't think this really helps with dried skin. The thing is, I'm checking my tattoo right now. The thing is, my skin hasn't started the peeling process yet. So I was told that your skin starts to peel a couple of days after your tattoo because it's new skin growing over the ink. So your ink stays there obviously forever. So I haven't experienced that yet, so I can't really tell you much about it. But I have like dust, ADD. But yeah, so you're supposed to only use a tiny, tiny bit of it. I was going to get like a baby bottle of it, but I felt like it wasn't enough because I'm super paranoid. So, yeah. So basically this is just a 1.7. And then if you guys do experience dry skin, I ended up buying some Lubriderm. That's actually in my office. But I bought some Lubriderm and that should hopefully work. But anyways, if you guys have any more questions about my tattoo or anything, please let me know.
Music is deceiving.